Has this ever happened to you? You know, I've had a really long day working, it was stressful, a bunch of things went wrong, and you got home. It was late at night, you were over hungry, you didn't really feel like eating a meal, but you open the fridge door and there's a piece of chocolate cake or a cookie or whatever dessert or junk food or chips that you just love, that you know are bad for you, you know you really don't want. You look at them and you think, no, I don't want to have that. I want to be good. I know that if I eat that, sweet so late at night, I'm going to have a really crappy sleep. I'm going to wake up maybe with a headache in the morning. But then another part of you says, oh, what a fucking shitty day. And like, I deserve to feel a little bit better. I want to chill out. I'm going to have that dessert. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night. And then you give in and you have it. It's happened to me and it happens to everyone. But why? Is it a case of, your willpower sucks? Is it a case of that you have no motivation? Are you weak-willed? What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely everything right with what happened with that process. And here's why. Basically, we have 3 brains. Okay, we have our reptilian brain, that's the ancient brain, our mammalian or limbic brain, and that's more the emotional, behavioral brain. And then we have what we would call the human brain or the prefrontal cortex. The reptilian brain is basically about survival of the physical body, and is there anything that's threatening us? It's responsible for fight or flight, fight or flee, and it just wants to know, is this dangerous? So examples would be when you put a food in your mouth, the reptilian brain is immediately trying to make a decision. Is this bad for me? Is this bad for me? It's always looking to the negative. Is this bad for me? Should I be afraid? Should I run? Should I fight? Should I flee? If there's nothing happening that's triggering the reptilian brain, fantastic. We move on to the mammalian, like a mammalian brain. And that's responsible for emotions and feelings and behaviors that maybe we've developed, social aspects in our life. Take, for example, maybe something happened in your childhood. Maybe it was a negative situation and it was placated, or you were made to feel better in a particular way. Let's just use an example. Chocolate was given to you as a way to calm down. And now, whenever you experience the trigger that brings up that particular emotion, the limbic brain or the mammalian brain doesn't have a sense of time. It goes back to that earliest memory, that earliest feeling, and it says, I'm going to respond with a behavior based on this past situation. So if chocolate or dessert or a physical behavior or sex or drugs or whatever the case may be were the thing that in your past resolved a negative feeling, that behavior is now dictated by yet this other part of your subconscious brain. So the reptilian and the mammalian brain work subconsciously. Okay, they're responsible for about 80% of our choices. Our prefrontal cortex, our human brain, our conscious brain that's responsible for writing, thinking, decision-making, setting goals, having needs and desires, that's responsible for, at best, 20% of our decisions. And here's the thing. If the needs of your reptilian and mammalian brain are not being met, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do consciously. If you say to yourself, in this example, I'm not going to eat that chocolate cake, but you're either dealing with like fear and upset and stress, reptilian brain, or you're stuck in that connection to the feeling of how good that chocolate cake would make you feel, you're not going to win. The subconscious brain will win and will override what you want your conscious brain to do with motivation and or willpower. So you're not weak, but there's hope. There's always hope. You see, when we know how our brain works, we can start taking steps to deal with the subconscious actions of our 2 other brains. Now, whether that be therapy, whether that be coaching, whether that be journaling and noticing what are the triggers that bring on these behaviors or feelings. Oh, okay, what actions can I take to alleviate me going down this road of becoming fearful or stressed out or wanting to flee, or me going down this path of being upset and needing emotional comfort? And how do I satisfy that feeling? Is it food? Is it friendship? Is it my children? Is it my lover? Is it sex? Is it drugs? And once we get that understanding, then we're actually able to take steps towards making these changes. Now, in my 30-day meal planning group that I have going on right now, we've just started, and I asked people in the group to tell me what's their biggest struggle or problems with healthy eating right now. And most of them cited a particular fear. And it was fascinating to me. All of the things that they were worried about are either connected to a feeling or to a social need. Like three of them have kids, two of them have younger children. One of them has 2 kids under 2 years old. And so for her, she's got a strong mammalian and reptilian brain response going on at all times, like, are my kids safe? Are my kids hungry? Have I taken care of them? Do they need me? Do I want to take care of them? I need to protect my children. And with all of that going on, how is she going to have the willpower to eat right for herself when her primary subconscious brains are saying, you need to take care of your children? You're literally being mama bear protecting your kids. And that makes total sense. It doesn't mean she's a bad mom for eating like McDonald's because that feels like the only thing she can do, even though on the conscious level, the prefrontal cortex, she's like, fuck, why am I doing this? I know I shouldn't be doing this. I don't want to be eating these carbs. It's making me fat. Notice what's going on when we understand how all of our brains work for or against us. We can actually start making these changes. We can actually start to become aware of how our unconscious brain overrides our conscious brain. And then we can start taking steps, like in my meal planning group, I'm helping them take steps to be prepared, to have healthy food always cooked in advance and always available, so that when you come home late at night, you've been stressed out and you open the fridge door, if there's 5 different prepared meals already ready to go, you only have to heat them up. You don't need willpower. It's just, oh, okay, yay, I've got food there. It's prepared. It'll be ready in 3 minutes. I don't have to stress. There's no panic. There's no fear of having no food. So reptilian brain is happy. Oh, good, there's food there. In a couple minutes I'm going to eat. That can satisfy the mammalian brain. So yay, the conscious brain wins. I get to make the choice that's healthy. Did you find this helpful? Tomorrow I might be talking more about failure and why there's no such thing.